Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Christina and Happy New Year! It's the new year. I took a week off of posting just to refresh, reset, and just get ready for this new year. So today's video is very fitting for the first week of January and the new year. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to create goals for 2025. So you guys will be seeing this right before 2025 actually starts. So you still have time to create your goals for the new year and your resolutions, but I love creating goals over resolutions. Goals just help me and they're a good thing to create. So I'm going to tell you guys how to create goals for this new year. So let's get into it. Number one is to look at the big picture. So where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself maybe a CEO of a company? Do you see yourself owning a business? Do you see yourself running a marathon? Do you see yourself taking a big trip that maybe you want to take? Where do you see yourself? Because when you look at it like that, it's easier to create goals for that specific task or goal that you have in mind years down the road. Because some things take time, like building up stamina for maybe climbing Mount Everest. Like different things take time to do. So you have to create goals now that'll help you in your long-term goals 5-10 years down the road. Like you can create small goals and small habits that will help you be able to reach those big goals in 5 to 10 years. And if your goal is a 1-year goal or a 6-month goal, you still need to create those little habits and little goals to have that big picture of what you want to do even a year down the road, 6 months down the road. Ask yourself, what do you see yourself doing? Whether that's 6 months down the road, whether it's 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, however long it is, ask yourself, where do you see yourself? And then take those steps with those little goals to get there. Number 2 is to make a list and break it down. So break the list down into finances, personal, spiritual, business, fitness and nutrition, self-care. Break every single goal into different categories. What I did, I have a notebook, and in that notebook I broke down all my goals for the year, for next year, into categories. So all the categories that I just listed, that's what I used to break it down. So I have a list of every goal for every category. So I know what I need to do and what I want to do and what I want to accomplish in each of those categories. So maybe for spiritual, it's read your Bible every single day for the whole year, or read the Bible in a year. Or maybe for business, it's grow your own company. Like there's different things that you can put in each category, and you can have a ton of goals in each category. I know I personally do. So each category, I have a goal. So create those goals in those different categories and break it down, and then break it down into small habits after that. Break it down to the nitty-gritty so you know exactly what you're doing to hit that big goal. Number 3, and this one can be challenging sometimes because we automatically want to sometimes go for those big, grand, glorious goals, like maybe climbing Mount Everest or doing those big things. But we also have to think realistically. We also have to think like, okay, what are some realistic goals that I need to set for myself? Yes, I can have outlandish goals too, but I need to set those realistic goals. So what are those realistic goals? So you have to ask yourself, what are realistic goals that I know I can hit in a year? We have 12 months in a year. What can I hit in those 12 months that is realistic and I know that I can do it? And even if it takes determination and hard work, I'm determined I'm going to do it. And it is a realistic goal that you can hit. And maybe you don't hit it, but it's still more a realistic goal. So what is a realistic goal for you? Let me know in the comments what your realistic goal is going to be this year. Number 4 is to think big and outside the box. So after you think realistic, you can think big and outside the box, like climbing Mount Everest, or climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, or climbing Mount Fuji, or skydiving, or becoming a singer, becoming a pop star, becoming an MLB player, becoming a professional athlete. Like, you can have those big outlandish goals too. Don't just settle for the realistic goals. You can have those big outlandish goals, and with small habits every single day, you can hit those outlandish goals. It just takes time. Sometimes it takes more time than others, so you can hit it, but be patient with yourself. If it is more of an outlandish goal, like one of my goals is to get 1 million on YouTube one day. Like, I would love to do that, but I have to be realistic with myself and what I can hit in a year to get to that. I can't just think like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit 1 million in a year. Now, that could happen, maybe, but the likelihood of it happening in a year is not as likely as like maybe 5 years or maybe 3 years. The more you're on social media and the more people engage with you, like, yes, that's when you'll start seeing those results. But just seeing it overnight, yes, it can happen for some people, but it doesn't happen for most, and most people have to do hard work. It takes hard work to get to any goal that you want to succeed at. So what is that big outlandish goal for you? Maybe it's doing a bodybuilding show. Maybe it's climbing a mountain. Maybe it's going to the Olympics. Maybe that's writing a book. Maybe it's becoming a professional in a sport. Just what is that big outlandish goal for you? For me, it's become a content creator. I know that I can do it, but it's going to take time. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take effort. It's going to take accountability for myself. It's going to take a lot of work. So I have to put in the work in order to see those results. So what is that goal for you that is going to maybe take longer, but be a more outlandish goal instead of just realistic? Just setting realistic goals is not that fun. Like, you need outlandish goals to set that you can work hard for and eventually achieve. And number 5 is to hold yourself accountable. You have got to hold yourself accountable. If you do not hold yourself accountable, no one else will. You have to hold yourself accountable before anyone else can hold you accountable, because these are your goals. They are your desires, your goals, and no one's going to make you do it. You have to get up every single day with those goals in mind, create those habits, do the things that you need to do to get those goals. Because if you don't, it will never happen. If you tell yourself that you want to read your Bible in a year, but you get up every single day and you may read it or you may not, you're not going to hit that goal. If you tell yourself that you want to work out 6 days a week, but then you get tired or you come up with a million excuses, you're not going to do it. You have to hold yourself accountable because no one else is going to do it for you. So hold yourself accountable, show yourself that you can do it, and prove to yourself that anything is possible and that you can do it, and I promise you can. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment any other videos you'd like to see, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, or I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.